Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a video. I don't know if this is going to be a week long or a few days or however long I decide that I'm going to film for. How is everybody? Today's bank holiday Monday and today me and Ian have been fixing my car. So I look an absolute mess. I've also been cooking, so I just feel really hot. I was really cold, then I got really hot, but never mind. So yeah, I had my radiator changed on Thursday. Ian's friend is a mechanic in a garage, and he said that he would change the radiator for me because the whole front has to come off of the car. That was done on Thursday, but one of the pipes that he put back on, the seal had gone, and Ian did say that he had seals in his garage, so we did that today and that was fine. And yeah, so we've been at the garage to fix the car. I'm now home prepping some food. So tonight we have got a lasagna for dinner, lasagna and chips we're going to have, but I did go shopping and I picked up some ingredients to do spaghetti bolognese and a chicken curry for this week, because tomorrow me and Ian decided that he wanted to go fishing at some point this week. We was going to go today, but the weather didn't look great, which it's not because it's pouring with rain now, but that's besides the point. Tomorrow should be fine. There shouldn't be no rain tomorrow, so fingers crossed it'll all be okay. So I'm just prepping dinner for tomorrow. We're going to have spaghetti bolognese. Then that way all I have to do is once we get home, no matter what time it is, we can just warm it up, cook the spaghetti, and it's done. Ian is actually working tonight and tomorrow night, so I don't actually know what time we're going to be leaving tomorrow to go fishing, but it's staying lighter for longer now, which is good. The last time we went fishing, it was in maybe October, I can't remember, but I know it got dark about 6 o'clock, so it felt like the day went really quick, but now it's getting it's staying lighter for longer, so that's good. Yeah, I'm making some lunch as well, so I've just made like an egg loaf. So how I make that is I mixed up 7 eggs today. Normally I do 8, I only had 7. I put some bacon, onion, you can put anything in it really, tomatoes, I put some cheese in it, spring onion, whatever you want basically, cut up chicken, yeah, and then I just put it in a loaf tin. Now I've got the silicone air fryer tin things, and I've just filled up one of those, not filled it up but poured it in there, put it in the air fryer for 20 minutes on 175 Celsius, and it's come out and it looks really good. So that is going to be our lunch for tomorrow, as well as other bits and pieces obviously, but I thought I would cook that for tomorrow, and I am prepping dinner for tomorrow as well. Anyway, tell you my life story of today. I have been sitting and thinking for some of today and yesterday that I want to get some things off the needles before the cast on party on the 3rd of May, which Tonya from Karma's A Stitch is hosting. If you want any more details, please go over to her channel and she does give you all the details over there. So I've decided that I want to finish my rocket tea. So I'm not going to be rolling the dice this week. My rocket tea is here. I have got quite a lot of the body done already. So I just want to carry on with this, and I think this could be done this week. I'm going to do an eye cord round the neck, and then I'll probably do a few rounds of a sleeve, and then do I don't know if to do an eye cord or a ribbon. I did an eye cord on my first one and it's been fine, so we'll see, and I'm just going to carry on with this. When we go fishing tomorrow, I will probably take this. I have been working on my socks as well, and I have got one finished sock. I think I showed you that in the little vlog that the last little vlog that I did. But I cast on, and I've got this much of the second sock. I did all that yesterday. I'll take that with me as well. Don't think I'm going to take any cross stitch with me. I'm not sure. I normally just take a bag for life and just fill it up with what I think I might want to work on. We're going in the car, so it's not a big deal. Right, I'm just going to quickly check that food and I will be back. So this is the spag bowl. Excuse all of the stuff around the cooker, it spits. So this is the spag bowl that is for tomorrow's dinner. And in the air fryer is the egg loaf. Now this is the silicone thing that I was talking about. And yeah, this is the egg loaf. And for dinner, it's going to go dark. We've got lasagna, just Marks and Spencer's ready-made lasagna that we picked up yesterday. No, that I picked up the other day anyway. So just for ease, because we didn't know how long we was gonna be out today for, doing the car and stuff. Right, let's talk to you about more projects. I'm really sorry if any of this footage is a bit wonky. I think the tripod is a bit wonky. Oh, I feel a bit wonky at the moment, but never mind. Yeah, so there is a cast on party on the 3rd of May that Tonya from Karma's The Stitch is hosting. And I've decided that I want to get some bits off of the needles to make way for new stuff. So the Rocket Tea is one of them. And I've got some other bits that are that could be completed, probably not by then, but very soon. I've got the Notting Hill tea that is quite close to being finished. And I've got the Cross Hill cardigan, which is not close to being finished, but I would like that finished soon-ish, but we're just seeing how things go. I don't know if I'm going to be rolling the dice for the next couple of weeks, just because, like I said, I want to get stuff off the needles, and I'll see how I feel at that time, if it's something that I want to work on, or if I do want to roll the dice. So yeah, I haven't done any of this. I was going to do some last night, but then I picked up the socks and I just knitted on the socks, and we was watching, I can't remember what program we was watching now. We was watching something, then Ian had a nap and I put YouTube on, and I just was sat there and I was like, I can't be bothered to get that out. Just carry on knitting. But I did want to quickly show you the cross stitch that I have finished, which is this one. Now I'm not sure if I showed this completely finished or not. Is this a bit better? I'm not very good at this just yet. I haven't ironed it, but today it's got a big crease down the middle. But today I have actually got my sewing machine out of the loft, so I'm going to make this into a pillow. I think it's going to be quite of a big pillow, but yeah, I did do the border around, but there is a couple of little like flowery things that I didn't add, and then I have added our initials as well. So yeah, it's really cute. I really like it. I wish I had put it in the centre of the material, but I don't think it really matters. My back is not too bad. And yeah, so I'm really pleased with this. It's really cute. Ian has already seen it, but I do want to make this into a pillow, and I do have the perfect material for it. It's just a pink material. Now, I've never sewn anything like this on the sewing machine, and what I want to do as well is I want to go round the edges of all of the whips that I've got, because I'm finding that the material's fraying. So I'm gonna just quickly whiz round all of the bits of material that I'm working on with a zigzag stitch. So yeah, that's my cross stitch finish, and I will make this into a pillow this week at some point, if I have the urge. Now, I love sewing, but the sewing machine doesn't love me. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. that's that. Pretty pleased with it. I was thinking of putting it on just some board and pinning it, but then I think it would be better as a pillow. And again, I do want to get a wooden or some sort of board that I can put stuff in. Yeah. Right, so one of the things that I want to cast on at the cast on party is another Bustleton. This is a free pattern on Ravelry. I have made one already, and I made it in the gradient cake. It's is it pink to blue or blue to pink? I think it's pink to blue, and it was the, oh, I can't remember the name of it now. If you've watched me before, you would have seen it. So I want to make another one of these, and I'm going to pick out some of the yarns that I got for Christmas from Ian and Ian's sister from Woolly Mama Yarn. No, not Woolly Mama. Woolly Mama? Woolly Mama Yarns, yes it is. So this is such a simple pattern that you can do so much stuff with. It is basically just the numbers. You can put your own design on it, you can use your own colours, there is so much you can do with this. So that is something that I want to cast on for the cast on party. That's the only one that I've got printed. Another thing that I want to cast on is another harvest cardigan. So I have got one, but it is huge, and it was huge when I made it, and I was using it as my fishing cardigan when we went fishing the few times last year. I don't know whether I'll use that tomorrow. It is in my wardrobe. I'm not sure, but I do want to make another one of those, and I want to cast on maybe a couple of little flaxes for the new baby. So Jodie, our niece, is pregnant. She's due beginning of August, and I do want to start some baby stuff as well. I'm getting that itch, so we'll see how I feel. I have got lots of DK, not lots, but I've got DK yarn that I can use for that, and maybe scraps and make it just a stripy blanket, or we'll just see how that goes. I will need to get yarn for the harvest cardigan. I haven't got any Aran that would work really, and I want like a really dark charcoaly grey, I think, because I do have a cardigan. It's on the back of the sofa, a black cardigan, and it is just so bobbly. It looks really old, and it's had it basically. So I would like another one similar, which the harvest cardigan is. That's the plan. I did have other things that I wanted to cast on as well, but I don't think I really want them, and I think that's the good thing about putting them on a list and waiting to see if it's something you really want. Now, there's been a couple that I've taken off of my list. I had the love note on there. I do really love the love note. I have knitted it twice, but I don't think I want one again. I would like to knit a ranunculus just because I've knitted one, but it's really thick. It's in itchy yarn, which is okay if you've got a t-shirt underneath, but yeah. But I would like to make a 4-ply one and have it as a tee instead of a jumper like what I've already got. I've got the Whitmore that I've made 2 of as well. I still have both of them, I think. I do have both of them. The pink one is just huge. The purple one I made is okay, but I would like a smaller one again so it's more fitted. That's something that I would possibly like. So I'm going to have a little think over the next week or so what I really want to cast on and add to my whip list. And then stuff that is a maybe, that if I get something cast off, then I can cast on something new as well. I'm still doing my 40 of 40. So I am 40 this year in September, and I want to cast on 40 things before my birthday. So think I'm on 11, 10 or 11. So yeah, I could cast on many socks and get that number up quickly if need be. So yeah, that's the plan for the cast on party. Yeah, I just thought I would come on and ramble a little bit. I just want to say also as well, thank you to everybody that has left me a comment, sent me a message, just reached out in any way, whether that's here on Instagram, Facebook, however, about my uncle. I just want to say thank you so much. It means the absolute world. And for me, I don't realise how much I'm appreciated until people say it. I know that might sound really stupid, but I vlog, or I film, and I've been doing this for just over, I think it's 8 years. Has it been 8? Yeah, 8 years I've been on YouTube now, and it's never really dawned on me that people choose to watch. I know that sounds so stupid, but people choose to watch my videos, and there's hundreds and thousands of people that put up videos and have channels and stuff. And it's not until something happens or whatever and people comment, and people that are say they're silent watchers where they don't comment, and I'm like that on some channels as well. I watch people but I don't comment. I give them a like, but I don't comment for them to notice and name every video and stuff. So it just means the world that the people that have to everyone that has even watched and not commented, I just want to say thank you, because the numbers are there and I can see the numbers of watched and stuff, and the likes that I've got. I am ready to come back and to start vlogging again. I do really enjoy it. Maybe when we get closer to the funeral and stuff, I might not. That isn't until the middle of May, so we'll just see how it goes. And yeah, that's all I can do, is take one day at a time. So yeah, but I just appreciate every single one of you, so thank you so much. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here, because if I didn't get any views, what's the point in putting a video up? And I am in the vloggy type mood at the moment, so you'll get a few bits and pieces, and I'll try and take you along tomorrow and film a little bit. Not a lot, because fishing can be boring. But I'll film a little bit, and then maybe what I'm working on and what I've taken with me and stuff. I normally go for a walk around the lake as well, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully the weather will hold up. But for now, I'm going to go, and I'm going to finish putting that in a pot and doing whatever I need to do in the kitchen. Ian has gone to a friend's. Did I say that or not? Can't remember. Ian and Bill's. Once Ian had finished my car earlier on, Ian and Bill's had then gone to another friend's to help with his car, because he's building or rebuilding his car as well. So yeah, he's gone there. They've gone there to help with that. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to sort out that food. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to make a cup of coffee, sit down, watch the telly until Ian's ready to come home and have dinner, which I don't know what time that's going to be. Which is nice, because it's a nice just chuck in the oven dinner. The chips are already chopped. I just need to put them in the air fryer. Simple. Simple pimple. So it's much later on. Ian has just gone to work, and you can probably tell I had my shower and I've washed my hair. I've had it back in a a hairband, but I do prefer it down when it's a bit puffy. You can really see I can hear people shouting. Yeah, the pub's probably just kicked out. But you can really see like the colour difference. So basically from here down, I need to get rid of all of this. It will eventually just be chopped out. But anyway, that's not what I'm here for. I am here to show you my rocket tea. I have just, excuse me, I have just tried it on and decided how much length I want, and I want another 2 inches, and then I'm going to put the rib on, but I'm hoping I'm going to have enough yarn because there's not much left. So I am working from these 2 balls at the moment, and then the last ball I've got is a bit darker. So I'm going to use this for the ribbing or the I-cord around the neck. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do some on the sleeves or not. I'm going to see how much yarn an inch takes up. And then possibly put an inch of rib on. The actual pattern calls for an I-cord bind off, but I don't like that. I've done that before and it just rolls up. So I will put a small rib on the bottom, even if it's not an inch. And I can block this out. So yeah. Me putting it on with the barber cords, it was like I can pull it down to a length that I like, but I don't want to block it loads. So yeah, we're gonna see. So I have put another stitch marker in this little Coke bottle lid. This is where I started it this morning, yesterday. I think yesterday I put this marker in. So this marker here is where I want to do or see how much length I can get, basically. I'm going to do a little bit more tonight. It is only 11:30. I'll do a little bit more tonight. I have pulled out some yarns for the Bustleton, but I was sat here and I was thinking to myself, the Bustleton is a round yoke. I've got the pattern here. It is a round yoke, and the one that I've made before is in cotton, and it's quite a bit bigger than my size. It's comfortable, it's nice to wear, but I have decided that I'm not a lover of round yokes. So I might look for a different pattern, I think I might look, because I don't want to make another rocket tee. Even if I can make one that's similar to the rocket tee, but not exactly the same. I know Mandy from Mouse's Makes has made a few different teas and that, so yeah, I will have a little think. I haven't really planned out what I'm taking tomorrow, so I just spoke to Ian and said what's the plan for the morning. He's going to see what his night shift is like, and then we still need to get in the loft to get his fishing stuff out. He was going to do that when he got home, but we had dinner and he was falling asleep, so he went to sleep before he went to work. So that needs to be done in the morning. Ian needs to get back in the loft to get the rest of his fishing stuff out, which shouldn't take long, and pack the car, really. Yeah, so not much needs to be done, but it all depends on his night shift. So yeah, and I will just put some stuff in a bag to take. I've got the food ready and stuff, so yeah. I don't really know what else. I will take my iPad with me. I won't have no internet on it, but I can always hotspot it to my phone if I really need to. I don't know if I'm going to take cross stitch or not. I don't know. It's supposed to be quite a nice day tomorrow, so I haven't got anything small. I really should start another printed cross stitch, and then that way that's just, I don't have to keep an eye on a pattern. Never mind, it's not the end of the world because I've got plenty of knitting I can take. So yeah, that is it. I thought I wasn't going to come on and vlog again tonight, but I have, so here I am. Just updating you with what I want to do on my rocket tee. So another couple of inches if I can, if not then yeah, I'm hoping this is probably about 25 grams. Haven't weighed it, so if I can get the neck done, and I haven't got any more, this is all the yarn that I have got. Check the bag again. Yes, that is all the yarn that I've got, so we're just gonna have to make do. I made a V-back tee and it was huge, so it wasn't as long as this though, but yeah. Anyway, right, I'm going to knit, I'm going to eat a yoghurt. I got some of these Muller Light yogurts. They're half a sin on Slimming World, and then what I do is I have a hi-fi bar that goes with it. It's yummy. So I'm going to enjoy that. I'm just watching some YouTube. At the moment I'm watching Stuart in Stitches, so if anyone is into cross stitching and stuff, Stuart in Stitches is really good. He's doing temperature stitching at the moment, so each day, so he's got 10 projects, 0 to 9, and he's numbered them, and he takes the temperature for that day and stitches on that project. If it's double digits, he takes the last digit, but it's quite a good idea really if you've got loads and loads and you want to get quite a few done. I think he says that he puts them in rotation so many times, might be 10 times, and then he'll swap that out for something else, because obviously if it's 15 degrees for more than 10 days, then that could get quite boring. You get a lot of progress, but he does a minimum of 100 stitches as well. So yeah, I've been watching loads of different people. I just I searched floss tube or cross stitch and just loads of different people, and when you watch people they recommend people and it just has a knock-on effect. So anyway, I'm going to shut up now and I'm going to enjoy my yogurt. So we're now fishing, and you would have just seen Ian catch his first fish of the day, and it was a wriggler. But yeah, so he's now back in the water. There's a random duck, just, well, it's not random, but there's a duck going round. It's just might be a geese, I don't know. Geese, don't know. I did film it anyway, but yeah, so we got here about 10 o'clock and the sun is so warm, it's so nice. There's not hardly any breeze or anything, so the weather, I did get my jumper out as you can see, but I've taken it off because it's really warm. I brought some knitting with me, I brought my iPad and stuff, but just sitting here chilling. It's been really nice so far, and yeah, let's hope Ian catches some more. So So you go from one extreme to the other. The hungry one.
Yes.
A little tiddler. Another little tiddler. Hello, we're now back home, and you might notice that I've got a rather red face. Ian's got a red face too, so it's not just me. The sun has been shining, it has been lovely. There's been a bit of a breeze. Also, I had a couple of naps in my chair. It got to, I don't even know what time it was, 3 o'clock I think. And I just could not keep my eyes open. I was knitting. So I just shut my eyes, and it got to a stage where a big cloud had come over, and I didn't have my jumper on. It was on the back of the chair. And Ian got chilly, so he put his jumper on, and then he kindly got my jumper and just laid it over me, which did wake me up, but I did close my eyes again for a few minutes, but then I woke up, and then the sun came out again, and it was glorious. It's been so lovely all day. I've just put the saucepan on for the spaghetti, having spaghetti bolognese, so I need the saucepan to warm that up. We took a cool bag with us today with just bits and pieces in, and I think we've ate the majority of it, apart from a little bit of egg loaf, and a can of drink that we didn't drink. I didn't eat chicken either. So I'm just going to sort all this out and have dinner. I did get the ribbing of my rocket tee done, so I've got the whole body, I've got all of the ribbing, and I just need to cast off. And it was getting quite late, and I didn't want to start casting off while we was there and then get halfway and then like we were ready to leave. So I will cast that off tonight, and I will pull out, well, I will do the neck and the sleeves, which won't take me long. I think I will be able to get those done tomorrow, and then I will pull out something else that I want to get finished, probably the Notting Hill tee, because that is quite close to being finished as well. So yeah, but I did get this out today, or Ian got it out the loft for me today, because I did put all my winter clothes in the loft, but then realised that really I should have kept a couple of jumpers down. So this is my flax in Aran weight yarn. I absolutely love it. I've made it quite long. Where's the best place to put you? So I have made it quite long. I've just got joggers on. Sorry, the bin is open as well. That's not very nice. So yeah, but it's really cozy. It's really nice. So that is what I've been wearing, which is nice. You're going to be really high now. Just feel like everything's on the wonk. Oh, never mind. I've got washing up that I need to put away. I got these out of the box, but there was some in the freezer, so I need to transfer them over. Oh, my face just feels so hot. Really, really hot. Never mind. I did get an order from Shein. I placed an order on Shein for some t-shirts, some shorts. I also ordered some t-shirts, but only the shorts have come, so that's a bit weird. So here's the man himself, the fisherman.
Can I have some twigs?
Or you a fisher them. You can have some twigs. Some parsley he's talking about. Right, I'm going to do some dinner and I will speak to you a little bit later on. Hello, it's now Wednesday and I am just sorting out some yarn. I have got this box down from up here, and this has got all of my random skeins of, not skeins, balls of DK. And as you can see, some of them are a bit messy. And I have decided that I'm going to ball them up like this and then try and put them in a bag to make them a bit more tidier. Yes, my face is very red still. I have put cream on it. It's not sore or anything. It just looks very red. So that's what I'm doing. I've got a cup of tea on the go. So yeah, I've got the telly on. I'm watching some YouTube. That is still very hot. And also here I've got some yarn that I did pick out to do a granny square cardigan. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to do that or not. I'm not sure. And I was going to do not a granny square cardigan, a hexagon cardigan, hexy cardigan. These are the two colours that I'd picked out. But I don't know if I'm actually going to do that now or not. I do want to make a cardigan, and I do want to make another harvest cardigan, but I don't have any Aran, or I don't have enough of any Aran weight yarn. So I'm going to have a look to see what I have got and decide. And because it's getting warmer, I'm thinking to myself, do I need a cardigan? I'm not sure, but I'm going to sort out this box because it's just random, and I'm going to try and put them in a little Sealy bag, maybe in colours, maybe just random, I don't know, just to keep them a bit more tidy. So these were really messy, and now they're a lot tidier than they were. So like this, it's still in its ball form, but it's in that box, it's just going to get really tangled. And I've got a box on top of the wardrobe that is the same as well. So I'm just going to go through everything. And the reason I like to keep a box like this is if I ever make amigurumis, or I just want to put stripe in something or anything like that, I just like to have some random odds and ends. So that's the plan. So I'm going to carry on with this, let you know how I get on. So I finished sorting out the yarn from the boxes. I've got a different box out now. And I've sorted out the boxes on top of the wardrobe and that are under the bed. I have yarn everywhere. I'm trying to use stash to try and whittle it down a little bit, so that I haven't got so much everywhere, that I can just keep it in certain areas. Now it went from to the boxes up on top of the wardrobe, then it's spread out to this one of these boxes here, then it's spread out even more to under the bed. So yeah, I want to just use up stash, and I've sorted out some bits and pieces. So there is a cast on party happening in a couple of weeks. In the process of me last filming and now I have been out, Ian went to have his hair cut, so I dropped him off at the barber's, and now I'm back.
Now she's crying.
Now I'm crying. I wasn't crying. Ian has trimmed his beard. Has had his beard trimmed. Now, I never thought Ian would trim his beard. He's been growing it for a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year because he shaved it off when we went to my mum's last April, and then he's been growing it ever since. And I just didn't think he would trim it, but he's had it trimmed. It looks so much better. He's calling me a liar. It does look better, but it was just a shock. It was like, oh, it's gone. Anyway, right, I got out this little hat that I made, so I'm going to put this in the baby gift bag box, whatever that I decide to do. I think this should fit a newborn. I'm sure I did it newborn size. So yeah, that will go with that. And then I pulled out these two yarns, which one is Home Bargains, one is Aldi. And I have rolled up as much as I can and put them in there. There was lots that were sort of like this that I just used a tiny bit out of, so I didn't bother balling them up. But yeah, I've got these two which I thought would stripe quite nice. So if I did a baby flax or something, instead of just doing it all in one colour, I could stripe it. That would be quite nice for the new baby. I've also got this which I showed you, and I am thinking, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to think a bit more on these two. I also have also got this yarn. I'm sure this was from Lolly's Little Wool Shack many moons ago, because they've not been around for a while now, and it's just got specks of yellow and like a pinky orangey colour. I thought that would be quite nice just in a plain knit of something. I've also got this, which was definitely from Lolly's Little Wool Shack. Now, I had one of these, and I had some of this, but it was grey with the blue. Now this is pink with the blue, and I thought this would make a really nice streamline tank. This is, I'm sure it's double knit. It's cotton, I think. It might not be, I don't know. It feels like cotton, and it is just like this. And I thought a streamline tank would be nice in this. So that's what I'm thinking. What else is in here? I've also got the yarn for the shrug that I was going to do that I'm not too sure on now, and that's it. So the last one I've got is this. Now I've actually got a jumper made in this. Someone gifted me this yarn, and for the life of me I can't remember who it was, so I'm so sorry if you're watching. It was quite a while ago. It's the Stylecraft Cozy Chunky. Or did I buy it? I'm sure I was gifted it. I think I was. And it is in this pink and purple, and I have made a jumper out of this yarn, and it was a jumper that was actually the pattern actually called for this yarn. It was in a knitting magazine, and yeah, so I've got this, and I am thinking of making my harvest cardigan out of this. Let me know what you think. I think this would be really nice. It looks really fluffy, but it's not itchy at all. It is trying to see them. It is 59% acrylic, 15% metallic polyester, 14% alpaca, and 12% polyamide. I wear the jumper to this. I haven't worn it for a while because it is bigger on me than it was before. Well, it was big on me anyway, and now it's obviously a lot bigger. But this is what I'm thinking of my harvest cardigan. But the only problem with it is it might just want to attach to everything. I don't know how well, if it's even focusing on that. So I've just got one out. There is more in the box above the wardrobe. So I thought if I just get one of those out, it will remind me what I wanted it for. So yeah, I wanted just to have a sort out, see what I had. I have got some more yarn up in the loft. Again, yarn everywhere. But I've only got 3 of each colour, so I could stripe it into something, and I have got plain colours up in the box up there, so I might get those down to see if they'll stripe with something. I don't know. But now the next job that I want to do is sort out the boxes in the front room that have got my projects in it, because I want to try and get So my rocket tee, I've done one sleeve. I just need to do the other sleeve, and that will be done. That will be done probably within about an hour, so I can get that done today. Another project off the whip list. And I want to try and get all of my projects into one cupboard so that all these new ones can go into the other. I don't think that's going to happen because I've got my mosaic blanket as well, which is not in a cupboard. And it will probably take up most of the cupboard, to be perfectly honest. But I could always put it in this box afterwards. That might be the plan, just to get it out of the way, because then all these yarns will be in bags and stuff. We'll see. But I think we are going to get, or one of us is going to get in the loft to put the fishing stuff back away today as well. So yeah, it's been a chill day really. It's been quite nice, and I will definitely get the rest of the rocket tee done today, and I will probably pull out the Notting Hill tee to get that done as well, because that hasn't got much left to go. So yeah, that's the plan. So it's now about 8 o'clock. We've had dinner, and I made curry. It was really nice, but I am about to show you another finished object. Let me spin you around. So this is my finished rocket tee. As you can tell by the bottom, it's rolling up a bit, but with blocking this should sort this out. I've had this happen before. Yeah, so I'm just hoping with blocking that will sort out. I did 8 rounds on the sleeve here, and then just did an I-cord, and I'm hoping that will block out as well. The neck with an I-cord, it looks really different being all in one colour. My other one, or the other two that I've made, have been striped, so I think I've striped 8 rows of each colour. But yeah, this is my formerly V-back tee, or the yarn was in my V-back tee, and I'm pretty pleased with this. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It just needs blocking, as well as my rad vent. So if it's nice tomorrow, I might block them both and lay them on the bed, and we'll see. I'm just about to catch up with some friends, and yeah, so that's about it. I'm going to do that, and the smart meter is bleeping, which means I've left the lights in the loft on, so I'm going to deal with that, and I shall see you tomorrow. As you can see, I've just put my rad vent into soak, so I'm going to let that soak for about half an hour. Then I'm going to do the rocket tee. I have got my Bustleton on today, so I wanted to try this on again because I'm thinking of making another one. And I have said in the past that the round yolks are not really for me, but this one, I don't know whether because it's in cotton, it's a little bit bigger. It is really comfortable. I did the armholes a little bit different than the pattern. I just cast off straight away. Yeah, I didn't do an I-cord or anything. I think I did one row of like 1 by 1 rib and then cast off. But this is in like a cotton type yarn, so I'm not sure. I really like it though. It goes down into this blue colour. It's really, really pretty. Really like it. Today I'm going to do some cross stitch because I haven't done any for a while. Sorry, it's gone dark. Yeah, I haven't done any for a while, and I did get out my Notting Hill top. Let me just get it out and I'll show you what it looks like. So it's here. I'm using the action camera, so I haven't got my proper tripod on, but anyway, this is what it looks like so far. All this is done by slip stitching. It's so clever. I really do like it. So yeah, you slip stitches and it's not colour work as such, but I'm just going round and round on the body now. So I did quite a bit last night. So I did, where's my stitch marker? It's here. I did all of that last night. So quite a few inches, which is good because then hopefully I'll be able to get that done pretty quickly. I'm thinking as well for that one to do short sleeves because that's what the pattern asked for, but they're like sort of balloon sleeves and I don't know whether I want that or not. I'm not sure. They might not even be balloon sleeves on me, so I think what it is the pattern reduces quite a lot at the rib, so it's tight on the person's arm. So I might just do a few inches and then bind off. But the plan is to try it on once the body's finished to see what the fit is like. If it's a tight fit, then I will make it into a short sleeve. If it's a looser fit, thinking of putting maybe longer sleeves on it to make it into a jumper, because I think I might wear it more if it's looser, being a jumper. I don't know, I'm indecisive, I know. So today I'm going to work on my cross stitch, which is up here. I'm going to work on the bottom, so get the floor done, hopefully get a little bit of the swimming pool in and stuff. So I will quickly show you before I start, but I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm waiting for a Royal Mail collection. Ian's sending one of his amps off that are in the car because it's broken, to be repaired. One of his friends basically repairs them, so we're sending it off to him, and he's not close, he's quite far. And then I need to go Sainsbury's a bit later to get dinner. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm just going to chill. I need to hoover this floor. I know that sounds really bad, but I need to hoover this floor. I haven't done it for a few days and there's just bits of yarn, crumbs. I know I sound scummy, but yeah, I might do that before I put the telly on, so I know it's done. Right, I need to undo my bag. I need to unkit my bag. So this had the rocket tea in it, so I'll show you the stuff as I block it as well, obviously. So I'm gonna let that block for about half an hour. I'm gonna go and I'm going to hoover this floor and do some cross stitching. So that's the two of these soaked and laid out. Obviously the sleeves are a bit long, so I'm going to wait for them to dry a little bit. I might turn that one over because I don't know whether the colour, the green, the water came out a little bit pink, not too much, it was okay. And as you can see, it's a bit too big for the blocking boards, but I think it will be okay. I've tried just to lay it out the best I can, and this one again I've just laid out, so the rolling has stopped with this, which is good. And I've just basically laid it. I didn't want to pin it or anything, because when I do wash this, now this will be hand washed because the water still comes out really blue, and that happened when I knitted the V-back tee. So I have to hand wash this one, unless I put it in the washing machine on its own. But I will probably just leave it like this or hang it over the clothes horse. So when I normally wash my garments, I just hang them over the clothes horse. I don't pin them out again, and they've all been fine. So yeah, the rad vent probably won't get washed as much because it's more of a cardigan, so I'll have clothes on underneath it, obviously. But yeah, so I do normally wear my knitted stuff a couple of times before I wash it anyway. So I've opened the window. Let's see if they get dried. It is now 10:15, and let's see. but I'm so happy with this rocket tee. I think it might be a bit long. I don't know. I'm hoping it will be okay. It looks as long as my other one. Let me get that out and have a look. So I've just really quickly laid this other one over the top. It's not that much longer, and I always find that things not shrink, but they get smaller as they dry, if that makes sense. Like the yarn tightens up a bit. So I'm hoping it'll be fine. I did knit the same size as this one, I think. Or was it a smaller size? Can't remember. But this is my favourite. I absolutely love this. It's inside out, but there we go. And I just put this in the washing machine on a wool wash, normally with my socks and everything, and just hang it over the clothes horse for it to dry. And I've not had a problem other than my summer sorrel, but the yarn, I don't think it was superwash merino, and then I reknit that, so that was fine. So yeah, right, I'm going to do some cross stitch. I've just found a new lady on YouTube as well. What's her name? The telly's gone off. Let's have a look. Her name is the Friday Night Knitting Club. I think she's from Essex. She sounds like she's from Essex. It's her first podcast. She put it up 12 days ago. So I'm just watching that. She's making a ranunculus. She's made a Dustland shawl, which is beautiful. It's pink, so it was beautiful. Yeah, so someone knew that if you're interested, go and have a watch. So yeah, I've got a bit of headache, time of the month headache. I've had it for like 3 days now, just niggling in the background. But yeah, so I showed you my cross stitch. I'm gonna try and do a bit more of this bottom bit here. And then I am thinking that on Monday I will roll the dice for the cross stitch and see what I'm feeling for the knitting, whether I want to carry on with my Notting Hill tee or just roll the dice for something else. That's quite close to being finished, so I could always pull that out randomly at some point. So yeah, this vlog is probably going to be really, really long, because I'm back vlogging style, so who knows, we will see. I was going to get the sewing machine out today. Well, I might get the sewing machine out. We got it out of the loft the other day, because I want to make that little cross stitch into a pillow that I finished, and I want to go round my fabrics with just a zigzag stitch, but I'll see. I see how I feel. As I said, it's still only early in the day, so we'll see. So I'm now sat at the flip up table with the sewing machine, and I have sewn my cross stitch together with some fabric. So this is the back, this is the front. It is inside out because I'm going to flip it. So what I've done is what I should have done, but I haven't made stuff and sewn stuff for so long that the machine is a little bit temperamental. It needs a good clean. I've had to replace the needle because the needle in there was rusty. That was fine. I replaced the needle. Yeah, so I've sewn this. I have got a test piece of material here that I've put so many different lines in. I don't know whether you'll see that or not. For tension and just random. So yeah, but now it's time to flip it the right way. What I should have done was started like here, gone round and stopped here, but I didn't. I started in the corner, went all the way round, I stopped here, I just back stitched a little bit, then skipped some, back stitched, and then carried on. Which is fine, it's not a problem because I can still flip it, but my hole is very small, and I don't know whether I'm going to get this through or not, so let's give it a try. I I do really enjoy sewing, but the machine, I've got two sewing machines. One Ian's mum gave me that is very temperamental and only works when it feels like it. I've got this one that was my sister's that she said that I could have. She bought it, I can't remember, I think maybe it was Casey and Chloe that had bought it. I can't really remember now, but anyway, she said that I could use it one day, and she took it back for a little while, then I had it back, and she said you might as well just keep it at your house. So yeah, it's not technically mine, but it is. And it's a Singer Talent. I don't know whether that's a good machine or not. I think Casey might have got it from Hobbycraft or something. I would like a smaller machine. They do like the I have had in the past, you know, the little ones you can get for like £20. They're like very, very basic, and the bobbin goes on the front. I don't like them. I've had one of those before. It did not work. This has gone the right way round, so that's good. I'm still trying to wrangle the last bit, but yeah, so I've had one of those. I'm not really a lover of it, but they do have other machines now that are a bit smaller, and I would like a new one, but I don't sew enough to warrant a new sewing machine. But then would I sew more if I had a machine that would work? Now this one is very temperamental. It probably needs a good clean and maybe a service or something, but I wouldn't even know where to start with that. So yeah, we're just rolling with it as it is. One of the teeth at the bottom I think might need replacing as well, because it looks a bit like the metal has gone a bit funny, like not corroded. Is it? There's a word I'm looking for. Anyway, oh, look how cute this is. So I'm going to stuff it now. I know people stuff with like beans and whatever, but I've just got some toy stuffing from Aldi, so I'm going to use this and see how we get on. I'm so happy with how it's turned out, and it's got a hair in it, but that is actually in the stitching, not in the sewing that I've just done. It don't surprise me, my hair gets everywhere. Yeah, I know people stuff with different things, but this is the first thing I've ever done. Also here I have got my sunflower that I might I have got some yellow fabric that I could put on the back and make that into a pillow as well, so that might be something I do today. And then I want to go round, my phone's ringing now, go round the rest of the fabric that I've got. Let me go and get my phone. So I have finished stuffing this one. I just need to, I did try sewing this up on the sewing machine, but that's why there's some threads, but I need to undo that and just hand stitch that. I think it's just that little hole where I put the stuffing in, but it's really cute. I'm really happy with it. And then I have also done the sunflower, which was a lot more difficult. Not the sewing or the stuffing or anything, but the folding it inside out, because it's done on an 11 count Ada. It was really hard, but here is the finished little pillow. I haven't stuffed this one as much. It's flatter. I don't know whether I prefer that or not. I'm not sure, but I didn't trim this or anything. I just literally stitched around the size it was, and again I just need to hand sew that bottom bit up as well, but I was worried that this was going to be a bit bulky at the sides, but it has stitched up really nicely. It's a little bit wonky and it's not perfect, but they are for me and no one's going to see them other than me and Ian and anyone that comes round. But I'm super happy. I did go round the scrap of the other one just to see how the edging will work, and I just did a zigzag stitch. Probably can't see that, maybe a little bit, just to see how it would work, and I think it's going to be okay. But I do want to go round the mortar one as well, and especially the coffee sampler, because that is just, yeah, I really need to go round that. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then probably not much else sewing wise today. I've got my 200 stitches in my mortar, so I did a bit of the floor and I've done the outline of the swimming pool, but I'll carry on with that a little bit later as well. I'm waiting for Royal Mail to come and do a collection, like I said earlier, so I can go out shopping. So it's turned out to be a lovely, beautiful, sunny day. Yeah, I'm just happy with my little makes. So I have been shopping, everything is done, and I am just about to edit the vlog. It is Thursday, but I feel like this vlog is going to be so long, so I'm just going to end it here and then just start afresh either today, tomorrow, the weekend. I'm not really doing anything today. I did do a little bit of my cross stitch, and I did sew the edges. So all of the fabric that I've got, I have now zigzag stitch the edges. Even the fabric that I'm not using, it's I've done it all. So yeah, I did the little bit at the bottom here. I don't know if that's in focus or not. I'm not sure if this is on the right setting, but yeah, I'm still using my action camera. I've quite enjoyed using it, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I thought I would end the vlog. Thank you so much for watching if you've got to the end. Let me know if you enjoy this sort of style, where I'm just sharing different parts of my day as well as crafting. And I want to say thank you for all your lovely comments again. I know I said this at the beginning, but over the week I've had so many lovely comments saying just take time and that, and I have found that this has helped because I've been able to take my mind off of things. Yesterday was a tough day, just because of things that were sent to me. Like in the morning, my uncle found something under my uncle's bed. My Uncle Peter found something under my Uncle David's bed that was for my granddad. So that was hard. And then my Uncle David absolutely loved ice hockey, and he used to follow and go to Romford ice hockey whenever they played. I don't know if it was weekly or fortnightly, whatever it was, but he used to go a lot. I think it was weekly. I think it might have been on a Sunday. And when my mum lived at Romford, he used to come round and then he used to go off to ice hockey. And they put a little thing on their page about David, and Ian was actually getting in the loft at the time, and I was reading it out to him, and I got halfway through and I went, I can't read this no more, and I was just bawling. But I know that he would have not wanted me to, or anyone of the family, to just sit here and get upset and stuff. So yeah, but it's just natural. Anyway, right, I'm definitely gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. I'm gonna try and keep these weekly if I can, and then every now and again I might do a few dailies in between and stuff. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, so that's that for now. Thank you so much, and I shall see you very soon.